This guy made $15 million on YouTube without going viral. And when you look at his videos, they aren't that complicated. These are videos anyone can make. So the question is, what is his secret? I think it comes down to a carefully crafted system that turns your YouTube channel into a machine that doesn't just optimize for views, it optimizes for dollars. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down his simple three-part system and show you how you can use it to make money from your own YouTube channel the easy way. You see, where things really change for you on YouTube is when you stop chasing views and you start treating YouTube like a business. And look, getting views and AdSense are nice. On this channel that I've been running, we've generated over 13 million views and have made a little bit over $50,000 from YouTube AdSense, which is great. But I looked at this guy's profile, and Graham has 4.5 million views on YouTube, and he has made $15 million instead of $50,000. So let's look at the system that made it possible. When you really look at it, running a successful YouTube channel that makes a lot of money is actually pretty similar to running a successful business. And I think there's one key that almost everyone starts with. And without it, not only will your YouTube channel feel very scattered, but you're also likely going to make basically no money. This is the most common mistake I see for new YouTubers. Now let's look at some YouTube videos a fitness channel may make. I want to see if you can figure out what's wrong with it. So video number 1 is how to lose 10 pounds before summer. Video number 2 is the best supplements for building lean muscle in 2026. And video number 3 is how to fix knee pain when you work out. Now, these all seem like they would fit on the same channel, right? Incorrect. Okay, that was a bit aggressive. Incorrect. Why do you think that is? Well, when you look a little bit closer, they're all about fitness, but they are solving very different problems for very different audiences. The first one, how to lose 10 pounds before summer, is probably someone that is relatively in shape, but wants to get their summer bod ready. So they're trying to lose 10 pounds. Then number 2, the best supplements for building lean muscle in 2026. This is more likely the gym bro, the Sam Sulks of the world, where they are already pretty jacked or aspire to being jacked. And then they are just looking for supplements to actually get them closer to that goal. And then number 3, how to fix knee pain while you're working out. This is your grandma. She's not trying to build lean muscle, not trying to lose 10 pounds before summer. She's just trying to stay alive. See, for Graham, he's not worried about getting views. He wants to attract an audience of buyers. And you do that by solving one problem for one audience. So step number 1 is he is defining who his target audience is. Now, the next one is arguably the most powerful step. In fact, it's why some people can barely get an audience to buy a $200 course, while others, like Graham, are able to easily get people to buy a $10,000 program. You see, what most people do is they offer their audience information, but that is actually the exact reason why they can't charge higher prices. Now, I do think that they need information, good information at that, but just having information doesn't work for 2 main reasons. 1, information is more readily available than ever before. Ask your ChatGPT anything you want. And then number 2, information is not only what they want, but also it's not the only thing they need. One of my favorite quotes around this is, if information was the answer, we'd all be billionaires with perfect apps, which is unfortunately not the case, at least for most of us. So what does Graham include that allows him to charge such high prices? Well, I did a deep dive on his channel, and I heard some similar language over and over again. Things like build an effortless business, charge higher prices, stop being so busy, live the life you want to live. I think there's a common theme in all of these different things. Graham isn't just talking and giving you information, he's actually selling you a transformation. Many of the people in his target audience are probably, 1, working harder than they want to, 2, not making as much money as they want to, and then on top of that, they're probably sacrificing their lives and missing out on things that they probably would want to in the pursuit of money. So for those people, what is the transformation that he's offering to them? Well, it is to work less, make more than ever before, so that they can actually enjoy their lives. So when you think about that as being the offer, that's why people are happily paying him $10,000 plus, because that's the transformation that they want. Now, there is one step that is incredibly obvious once you know it, but if you don't know it, you can be attracting thousands of your ideal customers and still not making any money. Where most creators go wrong is they assume once people find you on YouTube, they'll naturally buy from you. Okay, small tangent here, but I think it's important to illustrate my next point. So one of the things that I am personally impressed with in the world is McDonald's. Now, I know that might shock most of you, and there's probably not a lot of people in the world that would probably say, yes, I'm impressed by McDonald's. But let me clarify, I'm not necessarily talking about their food, although I do like a good cheeseburger from time to time. What I'm more impressed with is how they hire 16-year-olds that honestly do not really care about their jobs and don't really want to be there. Despite all of that, you still get basically the exact same product no matter what McDonald's you go to. Now, obviously, there are some crazy exceptions, but I wanted to know how in the world are they able to make that happen? And then I saw this. Okay, so this isn't actually real, but I did hear from someone who worked at McDonald's that they literally have a step-by-step process for how to fold the McDonald's egg for the breakfast sandwich. Now, what does any of this have to do with YouTube or making money at all? Absolutely nothing. All right, just kidding. What it showed me is that if you want someone to do something, you have to first make it clear and two, make it easy. And what does that look like on YouTube? Some people just post on YouTube and expect people to line up to work with them. But the very best creators are very intentional about being clear and easy for the audience's next step. So here's the best practice. In your YouTube description, when you're uploading the video, you want to give the audience one call to action. Not put 1,000 links, have one call to action. This could be to download a lead magnet or a free resource, or give them a direct link to work with you. And then once they have clicked said link, you want to remind them of the transformation that you're actually offering them and tell them the exact next step that you want them to take. This makes sure that not only are you attracting an audience, but then you're also able to monetize them. Now, the other interesting thing about Graham's content is how easy it is to produce. Like, he barely edits his videos, but is still getting thousands of views and making millions of dollars on YouTube. So the question is, how do you actually do that? Well, in this video, I break down the new method creators are using to get out content 10 times faster while still making a killing from it. So if you want to watch that, check that out here.